It's muted for me, but
Heck, Dylan, you should probably just restart your story on Mafia not letting you take a stock.
No, we are back. We are live.
This is fun.
okay, all right.
Oh, I hear it.
We're-
Oh, I see.
Anyway, so the story was that we were at Mass Madness, and then I told BVB not to take the stock against TN and Kevin M. Except I said, I believe the word I uttered was "don't," right, or "don't take," which sounded like "take."
Yeah, it
a
was
really common
I
error
didn't
to
really
make.
understand it that well. I took it because I thought that's what you're supposed to do.
It is what you're supposed to do. It is a
Yeah.
traditional play, but I was really confident. I kind of own both their souls. Kevin
Yeah.
not so much, but Tien for sure. Wish he could be here with us now.
I see.
Yeah.
I just thought I had a good shot. I died when he was taking the stock, I'm pretty sure.
Thing is, I just felt like that was winners finals, and I felt like that little miscue we had really haunted us in losers the next time we played them. Like,
Which it,
we just kind of didn't trust each other at that point. I was like, well, okay, well, Mafia doesn't like think that I'm a good enough, or you know what I mean? Like, it just put that thought in my head, and I think it's better that Axe like just trusted Hungry Box so that when they go into losers, they can be like, okay, we trusted, it didn't work. It's better than two teammates disagreeing.
Yeah, I get that for sure.
So I hear that, but I actually disagree. I think that if the teammates disagree, I think you should always default to taking the stock. Like,
I agree with that, Howard.
maybe there's a couple of instances where it's clearly better and both of them agree, but I don't think unless it's super obvious that you shouldn't. I think that you always should. And it turned out not to be the case there, right? And I think everyone agrees that they would have had a better chance. Hungry Box and Axe would have had a better chance if Axe had taken stock. Right? I think that's the general consensus.
What they thought was the same thing that Mafia was thinking before, though, because they thought Hungry Box thought he was going to die instantly, and he was more confident in the 2v1 than Axe. It was still a bad decision, but I think that's his thought process, so it wasn't completely insane.
It does make sense if you think you're going to die instantly, because H-Box,
He wasn't
Jigglypuff
like
is definitely the
80.
better 2v1.
He was at 80 and cornered, so if he got hit by anything, you would die.
Yeah. So it's a little controversial, but Axe respected the call, which I think makes a lot of sense in the instance.
Yeah.
No, if anything, it was just extremely good discipline on Axe's part.
Yo, I would have taken that.
And he got the
Nice.
best, sad pop-off ever.
And how would you say the default should be to take it? It pretty much is in the meta right now. After day 4 of Genesis, I ended up playing a lot of doubles with G Money, and he plays a really good game of doubles, one that I cooperated really well. Thinking back on it over the years, he's whooped me in doubles enough time that I think he might be the basis of a lot of my double style, or I might have learned a lot from him. And I remember him always never hesitating to let me take the stock, stuff like that. And so I trusted him enough to let him take the stock every time. Shout out to G if he ever sees this. We played some really sick doubles that day.
Well, G Money is the team's monster, right? He was Mango's team's partner for a long time.
Baby.
And he's just, he's not known for his singles play so much as his amazing doubles play. And there's just some players that are like that, right? They just get doubles.
If anything, what I know G Money for is missing edge guards. Doubles, every time I hit him with I do dash attack neutraler, right? He would always catch a downer to get the kill. It would just be he had really good juggles. We had the best juggles I've had with any Marth, including Swift Base. He and I teamed a lot of Peach Marth that weekend. Me and Soso have never synergized that well. Me and Makari, it's been better, but never as good as it was right there.
Yeah, everyone has their soulmate that they need, and it's hard to find it sometimes. But
Shout out to Dylan. Can we hold hands?
Next time is doubles, right?
Yeah.
yes, that's true. February.
Cool. Are we teaming?
You know,
I'm putting him on the spot right now, live.
Nah,
Oh, it's 2 weeks. Excuse me.
The rule is always a yes until Sauce says yes. Shout out to Sauce.
I hate teaming with this kid, guys.
What a fickle man.
Yeah, dude, I always get the maybe.
Oh, that's brutal.
But it's alright because it's at the end of the day, it's always BBB team with me. So
You should just find your own
sick.
matchup options, Dylan, so then he's the one trying to claw back to you.
Yes.
Yeah, that's our own drama that we'll take care of.
Get greener pastures. Yeah, but so we didn't hear much about your run to 65th, I believe, Mafia, while you were at Genesis. So tell us a little bit about your play there, because a lot of us haven't been to too many nationals, right? A lot of the viewers have been to maybe the one Apex that was last year. especially the people who started playing after the documentary. There aren't too many East Coast nationals. So to tell us a little bit about your experience down there.
Okay, so Genesis 3 as a national score was spectacular. I was really impressed. I commentated a bit on day one, part of the secondary stream. The first block I got about 45 minutes on, and it went really well. I enjoyed it a ton. I commentated with Bendy, but day one was interesting because a lot of the top players didn't have pools. They were floated top 64, and so a lot of people, sort of like talk to me about that. They ask me about my pool. It's like a pretty common thing to talk about. And my pool, day one, which I wasn't floated, it was pretty free. I had to play this guy, Kitsune 91, and to study up for it, I watched him make a highlight reel. And my thinking going into it was, I saw this dude's highlight reel, right? And he didn't really, he would, what is it? Like put in clips that I didn't think were that good, and I would like try to pop off in the player cam. So at the beginning, I decided I wasn't impressed with him. And I was just gonna mess him up. But going there, I talked to him. I just sort of said hi, what's up? You're the second seed. I tried to study up on you because that's what I've done for years. And he said he wanted to treat it as a learning experience, so I had confidence going into it. A lot of the players in my pool knew who I was, which is something that's happened a lot more now in nationals. National pools have gotten a lot easier for me.
Yeah, congrats on Mr. 91 with that name recognition.
Yeah, man, 91, baby.
Yes.
That was the melee on me, man.
You're 91?
91, baby.
Damn, that's way too low.
Way too high.
Way over.
Dude, they put Crush behind me. I can't believe that.
They were so wrong.
Yeah. Crush is.
Shout outs to Crush.
It should be like.
We did about that saying Crush got robbed.
Crush is like
himself.
My one true hero.
Shout outs to Crush.
Raw talent.
Definitely on his way to being one of the greats, but I'm not planning on getting left behind. Anyway, so the rest of my, Genesis, I had round 2 pools the next day. We did doubles at 10 a.m. Me and Swift did not do that well. We made it to winners finals of our pool, and then we played Ty and Meds, and we took game 2 after losing game 1 closely, I'm pretty sure, and they ran us back to FA, which is where we won game 2, and
that feedback is horrible.
Yeah, that feedback is horrible.
Yeah, we're getting some squeaking there.
Yeah, just turn your mic off and we'll turn my headset off.
It is off, actually.
Alright, cool.
Anyway, so what is it? Yes, we ended up game 3, Ty and Meds, and I got to do the 2v1. They were both over 100. Matt showed up. He started cheering for me, and everyone says like they're nervous. Don't be nervous. And I was more nervous, and I mastered all the time. It was Marth Fox, and like all I had to do was like FC or dash dance. I just couldn't do it, man. Yet again, tournament nerves overcame me.
That's such a hard piece of advice to take, right? If someone tells you, "Don't be nervous," what do you do?
Dude, it was honestly like it was kind of nightmare status, Definitely
your hands.
Very scary.
I think you gave me the best advice when I was playing Ice. After game 1, you were sitting down in the zoo seat, and you were like, "He's not that good." And like I just played on my mind game too, and it was awesome. Like I was like, "You're right." He's like, "Metalwing is the god."
Yeah,
and you're not Metalwing.
Jeremy,
no.
shout out to Metalwing, the god.
Shout out to Jeremy, right?
Sometimes like you just gotta think like, well, coming from me, I'm not the first seed in my pool ever. But like you got to think that you can beat them. Like a lot of players, I'm sure you play a lot of people who are like, "Oh, dude, yeah, I'm really happy I took a stock."
I can't stand that shit to be honest.
Yeah,
but,
I mean that grinds my gears. That's why I love New England. Like nobody settles for anything less than a win.
Yeah,
it's awesome.
Anyways, I guess if I can go on, do we have to talk about this?
Yeah, talk a little bit about your singles run, maybe.
Okay, so then round 2 pool. I looked at my projected bracket, and the way it was going to go is I played Zio round 1. I did not research him. I saw I play Reno round 2. I knew what I was getting into. I did not put as much preparation into it as I would have liked. I was hoping he would go Fox, as that's what he's been doing lately, even though I had the wrong idea. He's very confident against in Peach Sheik. He ended up doing Peach Sheik. So if we could talk about that match. pretty much Reno took to his platform camp style. Apparently he's using a new controller, so a lot of his needle camping, he does this thing where Waveland's top platform and then needles in the center stage. It's very hard for Peach to deal with.
Oh, I hate that.
He can charge needles at the top platform and then basically just move around the platforms. And yeah. It's extremely difficult, but because he was having trouble getting the right needles and his platform movement just looked rusty, I knew I was in there. But I struggled. What happened? Every time he took to this certain strategy where he fought me on the ground and auto cancel forward aired and then moved. I never won that.
That's the strat, dude.
Yeah, man. Auto cancel forward. I really noticed during that set, auto cancel forward air was shutting me down.
Is it auto cancel or is it L cancel?
No, auto cancel against Peach is higher, and it goes. It just sort of starts high and then ends like.
It looks like you can't L cancel it, and you can't because you don't have to.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
it's broken. It's broken, I tell you. It's so good.
This is cheap against Peach. And I'm realizing this is a problem in the matchup.
And ices, bro.
Well,
yes.
we'll talk about that later. I had tons of trouble dealing with it, and so my first instinct was like, okay, I'm gonna block a string and then reversal, right? But I was realizing that I should be doing more wave dash out shield during the tilts. Pretty much like I'm trying to counter hit stuff that I can't. And auto cancel forward air is what's setting up the situations that I'm losing. So I need to be a lot more careful with my reversal. I tried to learn as much as I could from that set. It ended up being 2-0, 2 games on Battlefield that were last stock, and usually involved me missing an edge guard, which I just have lots of confidence against Sheik. But I guess on the national level, that fell apart. Disappointing, but what can I say? As a veteran of 8 years, I'm still trying to learn every set I play, especially on that high level.
So I want to talk a little bit about the difference between practicing in the lab. You guys are actually at the HTC right now, right? Like
Yes.
You guys are at the lab, the training grounds, right? The place where you power up and become.
Kami's Lookout now.
Yeah, Kami's Lookout, right? Okay.
Yeah.
Wait, is that the place where they go to after they died, or no? I don't know.
People don't die really ever.
If you get the Halo, you're at Kami's Lookout for sure.
Okay, cool. Anyways, so you guys are at the place where you get struck, and but at the same time, there's stuff that you can only get from tournaments, right? So how do you balance that? Like, what do? You guys are lab monsters, right? You guys are both of you.
Get destroyed in tournament.
All right, so to talk about this, BVB is.
I'm a different kind of lab monster.
Yeah, well, so BVB is addicted to the rush of tournament play. I think that's where I want to start talking about this. And I realized he enjoyed playing tournaments so much more than he enjoyed playing casual that I started thinking that I came up with a saying where I said competing is wine and playing the game is water.
What are you saying, bro?
Well, the idea is that
Zen shit right there.
I like the analogy because it's there is such a rush from eating. It's exhilarating. It's such an adrenaline rush, and you really do get drunk off of it. But you can become addicted to that, and that can be the only. You can forego water. Just sort of enjoying the game itself and playing it for wine.
Now you make a little more sense.
Yeah, it makes sense, right?
I see where you brought that.
Yeah. And I think that's
Dylan a drunk is what you're saying.
Yeah, he wouldn't be wrong.
He's a melee drunk. He just enjoys competing so much more than he enjoys.
And it's like
Yeah.
Tournaments are the best.
Yeah, tournaments are the best though, and
But I don't want to travel more than 15 minutes, so please don't move it from Osaka.
More so, it's the sort of dreamlike reality you can achieve in getting drunk and doing cool shit is the dreamlike reality of clutching. It's there's
the best.
No way that you actually
hitting that hand off and get that last wobble.
Yeah, it feels amazing, and you should indulge in it. What's more important though is water. What is it? Melee, playing melee, practicing melee, being your water, where it's what you it's what you live off of. You need water. You need to stay hydrated. You need to stay in practice. You need to, right? You should be drinking water. You should be practicing every day if you want to be great, right? So that's the other half of the analogy.
Yeah, I guess I don't drink enough water.
Yeah. So the question is though, everyone that does practice, I think it's hard to practice the right thing.
Yeah.
Right? Like that's where analysis comes.
Consider if your practice is actually getting something done.
Because
right?
I know people. I think the colloquial term that we like to use is button presser. People who press a lot of buttons and they press them very well. I've seen people that get like, not to trash any people, but like get like second to last place at game over, do like 30 shines or something like that, something insane. And I see that, I'm like, what are you doing?
We were just talking about that.
Yeah.
I was playing this kid, and he would like double shine, like shine back at me, and I was like, "Dude, like, how'd you do in tournament?" He's like, "I got 0-2'd," and I was
cool.
And I was like, "What?" And I was like, "Everybody I'm playing is so good, but they just get like 0-2'd."
Yo, what a P!
But I guess there's like, Mom, what did you say? Like, there's a difference between like
what
playing the
game. He said he can play the game, but he doesn't know how to play the game.
What? That doesn't make any sense. But yeah, it was something like that.
Something like that. It sounded way better.
There are people who know how to do the things that look hard and are hard, but can't win a game to save their life.
Yeah. And winning game in tournament is really hard. You can practice melee and find things you love about it, but like practicing things that matter is totally different.
Practicing stuff that matters sucks sometimes, right? Like the stuff that matters is so boring sometimes, or it can be.
Shine grab, like.
Yeah.
I kept missing that.
Yes. Or something as simple as, this is something that you see even really good peaches mess up all the time, is just FC Nair, right? Like it's your middle name. But even though it's your middle name, sometimes it just doesn't come out, right?
Exactly.
You gotta grind that. And it's like, it doesn't look particularly hype, but you just gotta make that 100%.
No, I know. I think it looks hype.
I do too, actually.
I love it. Like,
dude, FC Nair is frightening.
Yeah. Yeah. I remember a lot of people back in the day basically just sort of passing up its usefulness. I don't know. I think I manufacture the current offensive.
You're a pioneer.
Yeah, dude.
Just
the last dope peach.
Yeah. Anyway, that's to me. It took literally 8 years of work, and it took practicing. Okay, so if I can actually make a larger point of this, I want to talk about my journey with practicing. Right, where I started out as a button presser. I was 13. I didn't know what to practice. I practiced things to impress my friends. I wanted my friends to play the game with me. So I tried to show them things I thought were cool. I showed them yo-yo glitch. I showed them
freeze glitch.
Freeze glitch.
Dude, I've seen Mafia show everybody the freeze glitch. Because it's so annoying.
It's one of the coolest things in the game. It's like,
bro, check this out. Like yo-yo glitch. I'm like, Mafia, this is the 5th time today.
So obscure compared to everything else in the game.
No, it's awesome.
Extremely cool.
Dude,
you know,
if anybody's willing to listen to me talk about Nana AI, I go.
If you could, like you just want to show people this kind of stuff so that they like melee.
Melee's awesome.
You know, I want everyone to love the game. Anyway, so it started with stuff like that, and then it changed to like I watched videos of matches, not combo videos. You know, stuff like that. And that's kind of a big difference. So around 2011, which is what I call combo video era, I was playing with Diesel a lot. That was when I started playing with Diesel. We played from 2011 to about 2014. And I ended up playing with Money Mike 2013 to 2014. Not true. 2012 to 2013. But during that era, combo videos were the main way of like sharing
YouTube, baby,
useful information about melee. Yeah. Okay. So we studied combo videos. I downloaded combo videos to my iPod and I watched them over and over in the bathroom in my high school. Right, I literally studied combo videos. I would transcript average numbers of hits per clip of Falcon combo videos in order to learn about it. Right, or you know, this was the work that I put in. I studied Punish very hard, and you know, different stuff that worked. Kind of math on Zeb-esque, right? But I think I just sort of held myself to a more competitive standard, whereas he really saw the spectacle as what was important. But we, you know, if we want to talk about Matt, then that should be a whole thing on our.
Yeah, you guys have had a very intertwined history, but they're like different at the same time, for sure.
Well, let's avoid talking about Matt for now. What I do want to talk about is how my practice changed from there, which is I ended up going to college, and I no longer left my GameCube on. That was sort of one of the ways I changed. So when I only practiced when I really felt like it. And I felt like it a lot because I was mainly Falcon then. And I practiced juggles really hard. I practiced missed tech traps. I practiced whatever I could just using a GameCube at the time. And tried to really like flow chart my Punish. So Punish is always what I've been most focused on. But then I really took it to another level. Famously, I made a whole what is it? Chart of what to do per every 5% on Falcon, Falco, and Captain Falcon.
Dang. That's the epic.
What you were like, what I thought the best thing you should do was.
Yeah, the only time I think I've ever actually trained for a match is against Tien's Ganondorf. I wish he was here.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's the only time I've seen Dylan work that hard at something.
Yeah, because there was a specific thing. It was because he told me that he wanted to switch to Ganondorf because he didn't want to get chain grabbed anymore, like to death.
Can't Icy chain grab Ganon?
Yes, but it's a harder chain grab. It's not like S3. But so I sat down and I it was
Send it to random DI.
And 20xx. Shout out to 20xx.
Yeah, it's the resource to
practicing stuff out of grab in 20xx is so good because there's such a limited amount of DI options out of grab. It's harder to practice. Well, they got rid of SDI so you could practice combos, right? Or they made SDI not as crazy as computers would make it in 20xx so you could practice combos. But doing stuff out of grab, there's guaranteed stuff, and learning all that stuff with ICs and 20xx is really good, especially for your Sopo. And so I just made it I could probably beat Tien's. I could probably beat Tien's Gan with my Sopo. That's how confident I feel in
the call out. Okay, when Tien gets back, we're gonna have to have that out.
See you next week. Anyway, so 20xx, as you can see, clearly changed the way that we can approach practicing. It's really important. I hesitated to implement it until pretty much a year and a half ago. I want to say around Game Over era. I just started using my Wii for that instead.
Yeah, shout outs to the people who were practicing before it.
Yeah, there is stuff that I don't know.
Yeah, it's the Japanese players know how to practice with vanilla CPUs.
These combo videos. If I haven't shown you that stream, I don't know. Please check this out. It's called SSBM Movie 1 through 3 by this guy Keys. Keys numbers, whatever those numbers are, and it's training mode combo videos. It's training mode combos are very difficult combos. They're always juggles, and you can use pause to reset damage, and you can
do that. Yeah.
The item menu
those are the dopest combo videos.
So if you can juggle and use the start menu, that's true menu tech skill. You think it's hard to set up a 4 stocks 8 minutes?
Switch to green shell.
Yeah, right. Switch.
Dude,
that's really cool. I'm a huge fan of that.
That's YCC6 stuff.
YCC6, a god.
Home run contest
of one player.
Yeah. Oh my god.
I actually got into Melee because of home run contests.
Everybody got into Melee because of the single player stuff. That's how movement was invented. That's how.
That's true.
Yeah. I want to get to this target as fast as I can, and then it
put a hitbox there.
Yeah.
I don't know. That wasn't what I did.
All right, what did you do, Thea?
You learned that stuff because
watch the documentary. I'm a documentary kid.
I'm talking about 2004 kids.
2004 kids, yeah. Maybe the bat dropping. The first time I saw bat dropping,
I was 9.
Cool. I can do it with Falcon, even with no C6.
Respect your elders.
I want to talk about what I practice now.
You're a year older than me.
Please.
No, not me. I'm just saying the people who we're having a fight.
It's a lot of shield dropping. Shield dropping is really important, and it was important in 2014. It's very important in 2016. Even Mango's learning it. If Mango learned something...
Mango learned it! Holy crap, Mango learned a new tech! Yes, now you can do it, because Mango knows it.
2014, and he looked amazing, dude. It looks so good at his peak, so I definitely have to learn that. I have been using more shield drop nair and more... I feel like I really had it ready at Genesis. I won a tournament match with a shield drop nair, so I'm very fond of that technique.
Nice. That feels so good when your new tech pays off. That is the dream, right? When you get to style on someone with this thing that you practiced for so long. That feels so good.
Shout out to K-Pan, who was very salty after I beat him with the shield drop nair. I told him GG. He said it was BG. But that happens. It's a national. Dude. I would be salty if I lost to him. He warmed up with Blade Wise before playing me.
Who's trying to get in?
Before we get caught up in something else, I want to take this opportunity, since we finally have a good ICs player on the stream. This has been a very volatile topic, not only in the podcast and with some of our members, but to the community at large. All right, why is wobbling a good idea? Dylan, go.
Why is it a good idea?
Why is it good for the game?
Oh, well, I don't think it's good for bad for the game. It's in the game. There's nothing you can do about it. It's in the game. I don't think there's nothing. You can love it or hate it. You can't ban it. There's no way you could possibly ban wobbling.
That's very true.
So I'm going to pretend to be Jungle Guy for a moment and say wobbling ruins the game for mid-level players, right? Like wobbling is
just... There's a really good Smashboards thread discussing
Sheik ruins the game for like people who want to play Link.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel that. Okay, everything
like ban Sheik, and then like a couple more characters are viable. Or
Peach ruins the game for like half the competitive players. People like don't want to play the game if it means Peach. Like, you know, people hate things, dude. They really hate them. If it's not Fox, Falco, Falcon, or Marth, like they really just, you know, people will boo.
I mean,
they will immediately pick favorite. Then and there.
Dudusai in the chat.
Yeah, right.
Squibble like felt the same way as playing Puff. Like.
People don't like it.
It sucks that like my character has like going to nationals and sitting down in a setup and you pick ice climbers and everybody's like, oh
yeah, right.
It's like really
no. So I mean, okay. So why is wobbling good? It's good because for one thing, it's a grab punish that circumvents all the bullshit. Like I was saying this in the pre-show, but the way I feel is that so anyone can win New Game Plus with shield grab punish. If you just have a really good punish off your shield grab,
or if you can grab when they if you just know when they're going to land.
If you can grab something and kill it, then grab it and kill it. You need to be doing that, and ice climbers circumvent all of that. They make it really easy.
You don't have to do the 5% for every character at every combo percent at every situation and chart it like you did. You can just go from grab to kill, right? Like you said.
Yeah. So that's a good example. But I feel like Falcon's punish, because there is adjustments per every 5%, is actually better than climbers. Which is just basically like...
I think that no one in the world is going to agree that anyone has a better punish than climbers. Because climbers
the thing is, yes, they have the best punish, but definitely not the best punished game.
Yeah.
Like...
Falcon can take any situation to make it a punish.
Fox will shine out of shield. Like, Fox is the best punish in the game.
Yeah, because they punish so much more with that character.
Yeah.
Yeah, everyone has good...
I have shield grab. That's my punish. Yeah. Like, I'm kidding?
Like, that shouldn't work, right?
Yeah, and it doesn't. It really doesn't.
But that is supplemented by the second climber shield, which is also necessary for the wobble, right? Right. We need another climber for a wobble. That's
they don't necessarily have to shield it. They can be far away.
Yeah, exactly. But shield grab punish in particular. If we can talk about shield grab wobble, right? There's another shield. It makes the L cancel hard. If you don't know what you're doing, you should die. Right?
Yeah, you have to know the matchup.
Yeah, people short hop in. They expect to act like there's just one shield there, and then they get grabbed and die.
But like honestly, against good ices, you're not getting shield grabbed, right? That's not why you're getting grabbed. You're getting grabbed by this obscure setup that you've never seen before. That obviously takes skill to take off.
And jab grab or some like
So in-joke from Genesis 3. We're calling all advanced techniques from now, and we're calling them cool tricks.
Cool tricks.
So cool tricks with ice climbers. Yes, if you haven't seen one before, they can hit you with a cool trick and kill you. But, I mean, that just happens. Like, I could do some weird Peach bullshit.
And it's also good. It's also good because it makes the ice climbers, like, playable in tournaments.
Yeah.
Like, it's another character that we get to see in top 8 of the biggest tournament. I don't know if was it the biggest tournament ever?
Yeah. It was the second biggest.
What
was the vote was still bigger.
I think that's really funny, by the way, that the argument...
It was the top season Evo as well.
Yeah.
So
exactly. Ice Climbers have done a great job representing.
It's awesome.
I don't know why you'd take that away from Melee, right?
Yeah, you would literally take that away if you got rid of wobbling.
So ban wobbling. What's the freaking point? You don't want people to get into this game,
no?
Right? Like you don't want people to improve quickly.
Wobbling. Yeah, exactly. Wobbling actually makes. Anybody in the hyperbolic time chamber, which is where we call ourselves that because we're stupid in 12. Anybody here who will tell you that the fact that when I first started playing ICUs, I would wobble in friendlies like nonstop, get it in, you're getting destroyed.
Dylan's in his house, he wants to win.
Yeah. Everybody around me got so much better, so much quicker by respecting that punish,
knowing how to deal with it.
And I got so much better. Having to not rely on shield grab, it was awesome. I was shield grabbing a bunch of people and just beating them. And then when I fought somebody who was good and wasn't getting shield grab, I didn't have a chance. And then once everybody around me was getting better because they couldn't get shield grabbed anymore.
You better not get shield
grabbed. Yeah, because if I was,
that's all it taught us was you better not get shield grabbed. And that's a good lesson to learn.
Wobbling is so good. It's the best. It makes me smile.
It shows who's a bitch.
No, it weirds it out.
Yeah, exactly. Like if you see someone,
honestly, in my head there was a list of kids.
If you can't,
like I used to invite a bunch of people to my house. There was a list of kids that couldn't take the wobble, and I was like,
you're not coming back if you got some shit to say about that. Yeah. So why shouldn't it be wobble or why shouldn't it be banned? I mean, that's pretty easy because like
one, you can't. There's no possible way to enforce it. Like, if you give me a good way to enforce it, then
I tried to talk about this a while ago. There's an amazing thread on Smashboards that
I have not read. I've heard
did a good job of contributing to that discussed hypotheticals when it came to banning wobble.
Okay, but the thing is, there would have to be a ref, otherwise it's word versus word, and that's really not fair.
What I brought up was, of course, I'm going to talk about the freeze glitch, but I said if we're going to ban it, we need to compare it to the only other strategy in Melee that we have banned. Right, outside of camping, which we've done a very poor job of banning.
Terrible,
right?
Because it's also unenforceable, right?
Yeah.
You can't ban stalling.
I want to play it off stage.
Show up, watch at the edge 10 times, and then you're gonna be like, "No, you can't do that. That's cheap." It's like,
get good.
Yeah, right.
GG.
Like, are you kidding me? That's what you needed to win the match. Like you couldn't just deal with me waiting. That's how I don't know. So once again, freeze glitch is what we have banned. Right.
Yes.
It is the punish that we have banned because it is you can create a circumstance almost immediately, assuming you have anything but not the lead, right? Mm-hmm. It's a tie game in terms of stocks. The only situation where it doesn't win you the match is if you're below in stocks. That's very cheap. That's really bad. It's not a punish.
It destroys the game, right? Does it destroy the game? Is the metric most people use for is something bannable?
That takes 4 stocks. Wobble only takes 1.
Well, it takes any number of stocks.
Well, yeah, okay.
You have to get it to win. That takes skill. It is a whole stock punish if you are down. Otherwise,
but it's really easy to get the freeze glitch.
Yeah.
Because all you have to do is hand off in the middle of the stage.
It's predictable, and
you have a 50-50 chance of them doing a freeze glitch on.
Yeah.
And that's stupid.
Okay, well, interesting circumstance of the freeze glitch is that occasionally in certain matchups, if you freeze glitch off of Nana doing an up throw, you can't regrab without them doing cooperative SDI.
Yeah.
So you could, hypothetically,
if you're in the lead,
you could convince your opponent to get grabs and let you punish them, right? That's the only way. Exactly. I mean, it's right. All this is loony. Like I thought about this because I'm a nerd. Because I think freeze glitch is really interesting. I actually believe that there might be other ways to achieve it in Melee that we just don't know.
The thing is, but with the freeze glitch, there's a clear you freeze glitched him.
Yeah.
Like
it's bannable.
You can see
right?
it. Like, I'll pause the game and show somebody. Like, you can't show wobble and say he F tilted me X amount of times. How many X?
It's just a rhythmic punish, right?
It really is.
It's inescapable punish. It's grab based. It is essentially a.
You can't get it's too hard to call.
Similar in form to a chain grab, right? But there's no. It immediately removes tons of context, right?
So I'm gonna call Dylan on this one thing. So I disagree that it's impossible to call if someone's getting wobbled or not, because if someone is a wobbler, more than people are gonna see it, right? Like, regardless of everything else, this is the one thing. If someone's a wobbler, you're gonna know, right? Like,
I feel like
if more than one person says that guy wobbled me, it's not like why would they lie, right? Like people don't lie about that.
What's the point of playing? Yeah. Okay. Anyway, please.
So the point of lying, dude, you don't understand. A lot of people actually.
I want to freeze glitch someone and tell the TO that they just didn't know what a wobble was. That's the dream.
No, dude, I was just wobbling him. I don't know what you're talking about.
You have that top player privilege, so they'll probably believe you.
The thing is, that's what it would end up being. It would be top player privilege. And Squibble, I remember you were playing at the big house.
Yeah, thanks for cheering for me, guys.
Yeah, I was right behind you. I was. He was playing against Drug Fox.
Theo.
Drug Fox is my arch rival now.
And he was like camping. He was playing Squibble's game.
He was playing his game, right? And which no one in New England has dealt with.
And Drug Fox was like, no, you can't do that. You're stalling. And so I was like, all right, get a ref. So they got a ref, and the ref literally 15 seconds before was cheering like, let's go, Sammy. So I'm like, no, get like another ref. Like, this is ridiculous. So they ended up not getting a ref, but I really felt like that messed with Theo's game. I mean, I don't know. You tell me. I mean, it's unfair. Like,
so
you know that he's like the favored player. You know the ref is on his side.
The ref is assuming that the projected bracket is going to work out.
Exactly.
We should get rid of the stupid what's it called? The stupid stalling rule too, because that's also unenforceable. Is what you're saying?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, that's what I'm saying. Okay,
I actually agree with that because like that's
the only really bad one is like Puff pounding on Dreamland when she's in the magnifying glass.
And when she gets like
each side being below the stage.
Like, do that?
That's it.
I would, Theo. You could do that to me. I would be salty, but like,
dude, I'm getting TAC in it. Like,
that's just cheap, bro. That's hard.
It is cheap,
you
but
can
it's
for like 30 seconds or something.
but like Peach side being on Fountain, for instance, can go forever, right?
Then let them go the fuck down
but
there.
there is a limit on wobbling.
Yeah.
Like.
Yeah, exactly. Those things can't be limited. I mean, you could try, but like, what's the point?
Like you can't.
Just play the game.
You can't limit wobbling.
Play the game. Enjoy the game. It's a
like
really
I heard
good
like
game.
somebody posted like they want to like change it
things.
to like you can only wobble them like to like 90% or something like that.
That was ridiculous. That was
I mean,
really not very well thought out.
Sledding the ill Facebook posts all the time.
Okay, so once again, like you know, we kind of jumped to the point there, saying that like if you can't handle wobbling, you're a B word. But like, I mean that's kind of the fact of the matter. I feel right. Like if you want to ban wobbling, you need to mash harder. Like I don't know what to tell you because it shouldn't go away. If you think about it for like 10 seconds after and haven't been wobbled recently, right? You should understand why it shouldn't be banned. It's just a strong punish.
Yeah.
There are very strong.
I mean, I honestly think the majority
if
of
down
people
smashes you twice, it can do 80 damage.
have no problem with wobbling. It's a very vocal minority, I think, that have a problem with it.
Yeah, I would agree. And I would say it's more spectators than it is participants
Definitely.
or competitors.
I think
right?
it's more participants actually. Like if you watch Twitch streams, people love the wobble. They just spam like yay,
hooray, wobbling. But yeah, the thing that spurred all of this on in the first place was the thing that spurred all this first conversation in the first place was a post by one of our prominent players, Zoso, who was on last week. I think in large part in response to Infinite Numbers taking our premier local last night.
Definitely a response to that.
Yes. So congratulations to Jason, by the way.
Yeah,
It
numbers
was amazing on taking that set. So good job to him.
And
dude, shout out to Jason.
We were saying in the pre-show, I heard you guys say, like, how do you feel about an ice climber winning the tournament? And truly, I think...
What did I say? I said some good shit.
Numbers won the tournament. Like,
Climbers didn't win the tournament.
Yeah,
Matt's out said every time he loses...
Q-Puff is arguably as good or better than...
He goes on Twitter and says he lost to wobbling.
Yes.
To wobbling. Not to ice climbers. They will never, ever name the player.
Yeah,
guys,
if you lose a match and you want to tweet about it,
tweet about the player who beat you because it wasn't their character. You can say that you need to learn about the matchup, but chances are they didn't see it as like them matchupping you. Like they probably did some good shit.
I mean, you do the same thing. Also, you've looked at me and been Falcon. Beat Falcon.
Like Falcon bodies me. I am free as hell. I'm a scrub. like let's get down the point. Zoso is 2. Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry. Shots being fired tonight.
My
so.
bad. Like I don't know, but yeah, dude. Zoso, Dave, if you're listening to this, please just get up on over it. Like Melee's a good game and has its arms open to you. It has its arms open to all of us, right?
Yeah,
like it wants us to get good. It's asking us to do something very hard, and what is so tough is getting grabbed and dying and just sort of like not even making a face, right? Not even taking a deep breath, just knowing that this is how things are, because it's going to happen a lot. People are getting very good at the game.
All right. Well, again, congrats to Jason, and I want to talk a little bit about the other New Game Plus results yesterday that may surprise people. So we had the absence of a couple of heavy hitters last night. I think. You, of course, were not there because you just got enough of playing from California. But Pedro Claps was also absent. And so the top 3 was people have never seen the top 3 before, I think. Is that correct?
What?
Yes. Infinite Numbers took first place.
No, Heart hasn't made top 3 before.
Yeah, and then this one surprised me, I think, surprised everyone with a breakout performance. Makari, Peter Fotis taking second place.
Peter Fotis.
Bloody amazing.
I still have to watch.
Like everybody that he beat, like I'm not surprised that he could beat.
Yeah.
But doing it in the same night, in losers, that was pretty
a ton of sets that he tends to lose 2-1.
Every set he won 2-1. Just play that little. We all knew he had it in him. So congrats to Pete. I played him last night.
I did lose 2-1. Yeah.
I played him last night. and I play him fairly frequently, and we usually go fairly even. I've had
It's usually win 2-1 Howard, right? That's the impression I get.
Yeah, and I've had the better of him recently, but yesterday he just brought it to me, and I got outplayed, and he played amazingly.
Everybody who said it, yeah. I mean, I played him yesterday. He was playing out of his mind.
With Hart, he beats Hart a lot, actually.
Yeah, that's not surprising.
Yeah.
None of it is surprising.
But
just doing it in one day.
Yeah, doing it in one night is surprising.
It's like 5 episodes in a row, right?
So that takes spirit, man. That takes you go through the grinder, because he got put into losers fairly early by, I believe it was.
He turned around after getting into grand finals, and he was mango sweating. It's like, oh damn, dude.
Yeah.
Get in there. It was awesome.
So it was really great. He ended up coming over to my house after with Sora, and we just had a really good session. Genesis 3 left me feeling like a new man. Pete really looked.
Even us watching it here, it obviously inspired everybody. It was insane.
Genesis definitely. There's a phrase we used to use in New England Melee. We called it dream magic. Okay, shout out to Joe Skater, pro skater, wherever he may be. But we talked about dream magic, and it's just something that happens in Melee every so often, where things that aren't possible happen somehow. And that's definitely what we saw pretty much the whole weekend. Just narratives being written. Of course, the plot armor joke really bears a lot of truth, right? Like the narrative of Mango winning, just competing like a man on fire at Genesis.
Sometimes it's your day, man. Sometimes the stars align.
It's your day when it's written by something. Almost as if it were written by mankind.
Sometimes you are fated to win a tournament, guys. You heard it here first. You got to get written into that book, and you too can win a Super National.
Armada was destined to win that tournament, but it was supposed to be Mango Armada Grand Finals.
One day,
that was what was in the books.
You were the man meant to beat somebody. It doesn't matter who, but it's somebody. You were supposed to be the one. That makes what is it? One thing that sticks with me is wife said, what is it? He's talking at the end of the documentary, and he says what's it all about? And he says it was a chance to be somebody, right? Yeah. This is your chance, right? Melee is your chance. You got a chance. I mean, do not beef it, right? You could be someone, and people will care. Your peers will care. It's
100,000 people care.
Yeah, it's sick, dude. It's
nuts.
And there's another chance every day, really. So I don't know. I totally, even on the local level, right? We're talking about Pete doing well at New Game Plus. This is a tournament with as much prestige as New England can produce, and it's a lot of prestige. New England Plus is the friggin' ringer,
It really is good.
Yeah.
We're good.
Getting through top 8 means getting through 4 of the people here.
Every time I get top 8, pretty often, but I never ever win a game in top 8. I either make 5th in winners or I get 7th in losers. Yeah, it's so hard. Everybody.
Anyway, so New England Plus is tough, but New England overall is not the most competitive region. You can place 3rd in New Hampshire local if you are there on the right day. You can win Smashing Grounds in PM if you're me.
Even when Mafia and Clapstone show up, New Game Plus isn't.
Yeah, Jason won, dude.
It's really hard.
I don't think we should downplay Jason's performance. I think he played
amazingly.
Very
well.
But yes, to be fair, 2 of his hardest counters in yourself, Mafia, and Pedro were not there. Yeah.
But that's everybody's counter.
Yeah, right.
That's true. That's true. They're just too freaking good. But yeah. The 3rd place yesterday was Hart, by the way, for those that didn't catch that, and he also played amazingly. Because Hart is he's a Falco, right? He either has good days or bad days. And yesterday was...
Plays a really weird role in New England Melee's competitive scene, right? Where there's Matt and Hart, and they're kind of
and PJ.
Yeah, and PJ. And PJ. But you guys know what I'm saying, right? Not a lot of people in New England really feel like Falco is the problem, right?
Yeah, when Matt shows up, it's a problem.
Yeah, well, Matt
being the problem, right? No one sees Matt and says, "Oh, Falco dumb."
Takes it away from.
Yes, you're right.
He takes it away from you playing the game well. He takes it away from the matchup. He takes it away from your day, and he makes it his day, right? You beat him, and it was how he's doing his day. Let's not talk about Matt. That's not on the itinerary. What are we talking about?
All right, actually.
We're at 2 minutes, right? I don't know. Can I shout? Can I do shout outs?
Yeah, we're just about to wrap it up, but shout out o'clock. Go ahead.
Shout out to Peter Fotis. That's a Hypnotic Time Chamber. Jeremy Wright.
Crush. FSBR Crush.
FSBR Crush. A fiend.
He wants to hear Theo talk. It's enough from us, dude. Shut up.
Crush
Hello.
is like
Hi, Theo.
Shout out to Big Blue Esports.
Dudut Sai.
Oh my god.
My man.
Colin Fife, she dang, she the man.
She dang. She has a great rack.
He got shouted out at Genesis as that guy who does stuff in New England. So congrats.
Yes. That's my man.
That's more than I get shout out
Got to
for.
advertise on a national level.
Actually, it's pretty hype. I do go to tournaments sometimes. Like, oh, you're the Nana guy. I'm like, yeah, I guess. It's me.
Yep. Shout outs to Peach.
Yeah.
My bottom.
Shout outs to Joerson to Chinde because he is the
Yeah.
silent god, right? He is the quiet man behind the scenes who
Shout out to
for
Avery
years would not have stuff just wouldn't have worked. And also shout outs to him personally finding my phone and just bringing it to me because he's that kind of
I'm so happy about that. That's awesome. He left his phone in Rhode Island and Jordan picked it up.
yeah, just a god.
The god.
Theo, do you have any shout outs?
Yeah, shoutouts to Zoso for trolling all of New England Melee. That was pretty good.
Yeah, that was a 10 out of 10 troll. Well done.
Shoutouts for some church letting us host video games in their room.
Oh, that's right. We didn't talk about that. We're moving, right? We're moving right down from.
Yeah, you were here?
No. What's the venue?
But you didn't hear?
Wow.
Yeah, that's happening.
We're moving to
Actually.
the Church of Smash venue. It's awesome.
That's really
New
good.
England. I was on Capitol Hill, like Church of Smash. Like, let's go downtown Boston. Smack
That's
in the
gonna.
middle.
have
Yeah.
lights
That's.
now?
Dude, that's
We have space.
almost a perfect venue. It's just because of the accessibility.
It is really
Right.
nice. It's like right up by Park Street, so there are restaurants everywhere. It's not it's got like
Not a lot of
it's different,
food.
right? There's not good
And-
food on demand. It's not gonna have Ariana, but
But she left
unfortunately,
Osaka.
Osaka's no longer gonna have Ariana. So like Pedro said, we out.
Yeah.
Dip. Why don't you just dip?
You. Out.
You know, like I said, nothing is forever. So obviously, one day we're gonna have to change venues and or stop. Like,
Yep.
so I'm glad we're not stopping. That's all I
said hating wobbling is like hating Matt Thought said, and I think that's pretty funny.
Because neither of them are going anywhere.
Awesome right there. If I ever heard one.
Yeah, shout out to Ariana. We gotta have her going to like tournaments, right? Can we like good player fund to Ariana to our tournaments to make us make
one.
Can we do that?
All right. Thank you guys for having us.
Thank you for
Yes,
having
and
us.
thank you for coming. And again, to all the viewers, we've been reading the chat. You guys are great. If not,
Yeah.
Twitch
If you'd
chat.
like to, what is it? Thing of Smash, or was it Intergame of Smash again? I would actually love to do it again. So
Yeah,
please.
you were a great
yeah.
guest. Thank you so much for coming. And yeah, that's it from us.
All right, guys. Follow us on Twitter and Twitch. And
follow me on Twitter.
I'm not gonna follow you on Twitter. I also don't follow Theo, so don't worry about it.
All right.
Follow
Peace.
me.
Yeah. Peace out.
Peace out, guys.